I'm Lynn Florentino. I'm with Mr. Juni Cañizares, one of Cebu's renowned writers. He has written several poems, short stories, essays in Bisaya, and he is currently working in Manila Bulletin. Hello, sir.
Hello.
What is the role of the writer?
Well, the writer has many roles, different roles. One of which is cultural. He has to speak of what has happened before in that certain community, because the writer must be true to his art, and to be true to his art, he must be true to his topic. He is not a kind of a man who imagines things and then just pass the things to the readers. Even if he is writing, for instance, science fiction is still anchored on the truth, because people will not connect with the writer if he is not talking about certain realities. Now, another role of the writer is to entertain. He must make life interesting, because if not, then he has nothing to do with society. He is outside of society. If a writer wants to be inside society, then he must speak for that society. Now, to entertain, he must speak the language of that society. Now, language here does not mean Cebuano or English or Chinese or what. The language here is of emotion, of compassion, of sympathy, of solution of the problem. That, I think, is language. You can talk to me of Chinese, in Chinese, and if I can understand Chinese, then we may agree, but we may disagree. So, if we disagree, we are not talking the same language. Language here is meaning. Now, meaning is also a different thing. For instance, you said poem. Well, a poem is not one word. It can be understood only if it is paired with other words. If you say poem alone and stop, there is nothing to gain. There is nothing to gain. Because if we want a word to speak of itself, then he has to get some other words to modify him, to modify the word, the itself of the word. Now, the word in a word has like a personhood. It is a wordhood. I do not know if you can. I myself cannot easily get this thing, no. But a word is more, always more. You take camera. Camera is not one thing. Camera needs an expert to handle the camera. The camera cannot exist by itself. The camera has to have, if it is not a digital camera, it has to have film. Because the camera itself cannot work. Now, when you speak of a camera, it has a lot of histories to speak of. Now, this is given to people like you, Miss Florentino, to understand the whole thing and to evaluate the importance of the thing and to transmit it to your students or listeners or clients or readers, etc.
What is inspiration, or how do you define inspiration?
Now, inspiration is like love. It cannot be defined. Now, when you are inspired, it's like a man or a woman, in your case, a man passes by, and you may feel, not this time, I do not mean love at first sight. You may feel something in your heart for that man. It is not love. Maybe it becomes love if you are attached to the man. So, love cannot be defined by love itself. Say, it's a matter of definition. It is said in our academy that in order to define a thing, you must not mention the thing that you are going to define. Now, inspiration is something like love, I said. It's something unspeakable, and yet it speaks. Inspiration is like intuition. It just comes to your mind, and then what comes to your mind is a song, a poem, a story, and then you begin to write it. And some other people call inspiration spiritual inspiration, which is very near the truth. Just like the writers of the Bible, we often say that the Bible is written by God. So the writer, when you ask the writer, where do you get your ideas? This writer, Saint Jerome, etc., will say it comes from God. So it's like a poem. When you write a poem, you are actually not the author of the poem. You are not the author of the poem. The author maybe is the sunrise, and you are only transcribing what the sunrise means to you.
What is your favorite literary piece?
Well, I said a while ago that the favorite literary piece is the thing that I want to write. Because how can I write a thing if I do not love it? It's not my favorite. Now, I am writing now a short novel, and as I walk the streets, I always think of that novel, how it goes from one sequence to another. And it is my favorite. But that is personal. Now, if you want really to know what is my favorite writer, I can tell you. And it is not a writer, it is writers. When I was studying here, my favorite writer was Thomas Hardy. I read and reread his Return of the Natives many times until I speak like Thomas Hardy, and some of my write-ups came out in the Carolinian. Then later on, I met Hemingway. I talk like Hemingway. Then I read Stein. Then I write like Stein, which people do not understand because Stein is very hard to understand. He violates all the rules of grammar in order to put down his inspiration. This is a, when you say favorite, it's a passing thing. Because what is favorite now, your favorite is the other one. But it doesn't denigrate the value of that thing. Maybe what is denigrated here is myself. But I do not say that the Thomas Hardy loses his flavor. It is still there, and other people will call Thomas Hardy the Great. There are so many writers that I can, of whom I can speak, but it will take, I think, more time.
Have you received any award or distinction from this endeavor?
When I was young, I received awards from local organizations, and then from papers like the Freeman. Award is not my interest. Especially now, I write for myself. Award should not be the impetus of a writer. Because if he thinks of award, he will not get them. He cannot write because he was thinking of other people. He cannot dig within himself. What is in himself is the mind, is the gold, not what the people expect. People have other expectation. Maybe if you sing like Frank Sinatra, Kenny Rogers, people will not like. Maybe they like better the singer from Bohol, from Yo-Yo Villame. So, if you are presenting your written word, you are also thinking of your audience. Now, if you go to the community of Yo-Yo Villame and you write something like Thomas Hardy, do not expect to get an award from Yo-Yo Villame. Now, if you sing like Yo-Yo Villame and you want to a concert hall of people expecting long hair music, they will kick out Yo-Yo Villame.
What can you recommend to our campus budding writers?
Now, this is the most important thing, because I think the students in the campus must read. He must read everything.
Read.
He must read everything, from the run-of-the-mill novel to the classics. And when he reaches the classic, he must stay there, and then he can write. He can write not about the classics, but about himself, who is going to be a classic.
Thank you so much, sir. I have learned so many things about you, and I guess this would be contributory to my endeavors later on. This is Lynn Florentino reporting.